What up, Brother Brian? Fired up today. I'm excited. Beautiful day. Record Store Day 2023. Yes, sirree. Brother Brian was there. It was wonderful. I knew it was going to be a good record store day today. I had a game plan. Let me explain to you my game plan. In my mind, okay, this is the game plan. In my mind, I'm going to spend $100. $100. That's the goal. $100. Okay, and I was going to buy I had 3 records that I wanted. I wanted 3 records that I definitely had to have. That was pretty much the game plan, okay? Now, you could believe that my budget and everything else kind of went out the window when I got there. It was crazy. Crazy. And the last record store day that I did was probably Black Friday, okay? And I got up and went, and it was a line out the door, and there might have been 75 people in front of me, okay? Which is quite a bit of people at Omega Music, okay? I went to Omega Music. And I usually get there a few minutes before they open the door, okay? I'm not one of these guys that has to be first in line, okay? That's fine. If that's your thing, good, go for it. You could be first in line. Well, today, okay, I got out of the car, pulled into the parking lot of the record store, and I could see the line coming out of the door and going around the building. And I seen it going around the building, okay? So it's like the parking lot's over here. So I parked the car and I get out of my car and I noticed that the line is coming through the parking lot. It goes all the way around the building into the parking lot. And this was like 7:45. There was at least, okay, this is just a guesstimate. There was at least 300 people in front of me in line. It was wonderful, man. It was fucking wonderful. Seriously. There was so many people, I guess, wanting this Taylor Swift album. They got this record store day Taylor Swift. This whole Taylor Swift thing is insane, man. These guys, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? If that's your thing, go for it. I'd much rather see these kids listening to Taylor Swift and play video games all day long. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there was 300 people in front of me at 7:45 this morning because they opened at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, they open up, and 15 minutes later, there's 100 people behind me, okay? So we snake around the building. It probably takes us an hour to get to the front door of the building, okay? And this is fine. We're all in good spirits. Now, granted, I had to take a leak. I had to use the restroom, and there is no restrooms in where this place is. So I was like, I'm just going to have to bear down and deal with it, So, anyway, let's get into it. There was 3 records that I wanted. My plan was get these 3 records and then look at some used vinyl. They actually yelled at me. The one guy's like, hey, he knew me. He's like, hey, Brian, because I was looking at vinyl and I was holding up the line. And he goes, hey, Brian, he goes, you think you could look at that used stuff later? I was like, dude, it's cool. I guess, people I was in good spirits. But, when you get in a situation like that where there's hundreds of people, it gets a little chaotic, and then you got this crazy motherfucker, Brother Brian up there just causing chaos. by just looking at records, because I thought that's kind of what we were supposed to be doing anyway. 3 records is what I wanted. And some used stuff. And possibly, and honestly, part of my play is to possibly grab a jazz album. Okay, maybe grab a jazz album. So 3, maybe 4 records, and then some used records. That was the plan. Okay, my 3 records. Let's just get with it. I wanted to get the Ali Farcatore Green album. Yeah, the Green album. This is the first time on vinyl, I do believe. It was $31 if you're curious. I haven't opened it yet. I just got home a little bit ago. But yeah, this was on my list. This is one of them that I wanted, and I got all 3 of the records that I wanted, even though that there was hundreds of people in front of me. They all was basically wanting other things than this. This is a fabulous album. Fabulous album. I wanted this, and I got it. Brother Brian got it. Number 2 album I wanted to get was the Studio One. This is just people don't realize, like, the old school reggae and stuff. This all stems from the Jamaican Studio One, and this is Studio One album. It was a little bit pricey. It was $40, but it comes with 2 albums. Okay, you get 2 albums here. This is just, if you like the old school stuff like me, it's on green vinyl. I would rather have the black. It's like, if you're going to go old school, man, put the black wax on there. Keep the old school look. The green's really not old school. But I do appreciate it, man. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful spin. You got some, let's see, you got some Jackie Mito on here, man. You got the Wailers are on here. You got some of the Marleys on here. I mean, it's just fucking great album. Old school. This is one that I wanted. This was one of them. I'm just like, you know what? Most people don't even know what the hell this is. I'm good. I'm good. There could be 300 people in front of me, and more than likely, most people aren't going to buy this. But if you're a music lover like me, you'll enjoy this record. It is a wonderful, wonderful spin, man. This is some old school shit right here. Studio One. And I'll tell you something else, man. Go look at some Studio 145s on the internet, man. Go look at those on the internet. Let me know what you think about the prices. Of a little 45 of Studio One could go all the way up to $150. And then you get a double album here with all this Studio One killer shit for, $40. That's a deal of the century. What do you think my next one's going to be? Huh? What do you think the next one's going to be? Oh, yeah, baby. You know it. It's a Jerry Garcia. This is my 3rd pick. These are the 3 records that I wanted. Now, granted, the Grateful Dead, I would have liked to have had that, but it was $125. This, I paid $40 for. It was $45 for. This is Jerry Garcia's band, How Sweet It Is. This is like a 1990 concert. I was like, you know what? I want this album. I want this. This would go great with my Grateful Dead collection. So that was what I was after right there, man. Look at that old speakers. Got Jerry there with the speakers. How fucking cool is that? I'm going to really enjoy this album. Very good. Very, very good music. And then I grabbed a jazz album. I said, you know what? I'm going to grab a jazz album while I'm here. So I picked up Miles Davis Turnaround. It was $24. So I was like, you know what? That'll be a fine addition to today's Record Store Day record drop. So I got 4 Record Store Day drops. And then I picked up some really, really killer used records today. The prices were unbelievable, man. The prices on the used records were just, they made up for everything. It made up for the wait. I was sitting outside. It was like 30 degrees, and I'm in shorts, and I was just like, it was out there for an hour. It was worth the wait to get these used records, okay? And some of you go, why did you pick this up? Brother Brian, why? Why did you get that record? Well, let me tell you why. It's because it was cheap as hell, and the condition was beautiful. It was affordable, the price was right, and the condition was there. Okay, so yeah, I grabbed it. Let's get into this, okay? This first album, I want to show you this. This is just another killer jazz classic. Okay, you got Arnett Cobb. Okay, this is a 1959 mono, and it's in beautiful condition. Let me show you this label. You have to see this label, man. You got to see this. If you ever see this in the store, grab it. Look at that. Prestige. I paid $7.99 for this record. Go find a copy on the Prestige label in this condition for $7.99, okay? You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. And it's got Eddie Lockshaw Davis on here. These, I don't know, I'm an audiophile. These things sound phenomenal. These are just pure analog, and they sound amazing. They're a little bit noisy. You get a little bit of crackles and pops in it. But when the sound comes through, it's just to die for, man. The sound is just wonderful. So, pick that up. Now, I just wanted to pull that one out so I could show you the Prestige label. All right. We'll just kind of go through these a little bit quicker, okay? Because you guys probably know. The next one, check this out. Sinead O'Connor's I Do What I Want. I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got. This is a classic. I've never seen this. You guys might have seen this. This is an original copy. I've never seen one in a while. It's in very good condition. Price was right. I grabbed it. Now this is a newer one. I seen this sitting there. It was The Descendants. It says Ninth and Walnut. It's tons of great stuff. Great album. Great group. Van Halen, fantastic condition. I have this on vinyl, but mine's kind of toast. So I wanted to do an upgrade. So I bought this for an upgrade. Picked up Crazy Horse Zuma with the wonderful Neil Young. It's a little bit rough. The cover's a little rough, and the vinyl's in fantastic condition. The vinyl's beautiful. And this was $9.99. This is an original copy from 1975. It's an original, and it is the record, the wax is beautiful on this thing. The Doors. Weird Scenes Inside the Gold Mine. This is one of the Doors' classic albums. I do not have, well, I might have it. And if I do, it's a really rough copy. This is a very good copy. It's in beautiful condition. $7.99. Come on with it, man. Come on. I mean, it was crazy, man. Bob Marley live. $3. And it's in beautiful condition. The condition of this is just freaking out of here. James Taylor. I don't know if you can see this or not. James Taylor. $7.99. Beautiful album. Something in the Way She Moves, Caroline on My Mind, Fire and Rain, Country Road, How Sweet It Is. I mean, this thing is just stellar. Just an absolute killer record. $7.99 used. Jimi Hendrix Smash Hits. $7.99, an original copy. My copy, the cover's actually got some water damage. This is, believe it or not, even though it's got ringwear, some of you guys are going to be like, what do you do? This is a Terre Haute pressing, so I'm not sure how old it is, okay, but it's a very good wax. The wax in here is good. The cover's in pretty decent condition. I love the ringwear personally. This was an upgrade from what I've already got, so I picked that up. It was $7.99 as well. And Then we got this here, another one, Jimi Hendrix. Okay, at his best, volume 3. It's kind of like a bootleg Jimi Hendrix. Come on with it. Come on with it. $3. It was $3. I'm like, you know what, man? And and honestly, man, I like these lo-fi albums. Sometimes I'm just in the mood for some old crackly ass grungy lo-fi music. Sometimes it doesn't always have to be some hi-fi shit. Sometimes I want some lo-fi, and this is great, man. Some old lo-fi Jimi Hendrix from back in the 60s, man. It's just killer. So, I got a couple more records. That was what I picked up at Omega Music. And I got a tradition. I kind of hit the Goodwills on my way home. Okay, I hit one Goodwill on the way home because I was about to pee my pants. Okay, just tell you, they didn't have a restroom at Omega. They didn't have no Porta-John set up. When I left Omega Music, I got there at 7:45. When I left, it was 10:30. That's how long I was there. It was crazy, man. I mean, I'm telling you guys, when I walked out the door after I cashed out, there was still 100 people in line waiting to get into the building. It was out of here today. It was crazy, man. There was people freaking everywhere. So I hit the Goodwill, and I'll just show you these real quick. I was just like, you know what? This is a hell of a deal here. Mainly, this is some classical stuff. I'll hit this really quick, man. These are sealed. They've never been opened. These are still in the shrink wrap. I got these at Goodwill. Never opened. Okay. Classical stuff. Claude Debussy. Brand new. Now, this is one of those the digital recording records, because back then that was the thing, digital, but nowadays it's analog, okay? Now, check this out. Beethoven's Volume 1, and this is on the Funk and Wagner's Family Library of Great Music. This is a fantastic, classical album. It's Volume 1. Paid 99 cents for all these records each, okay? I don't even know how to say that name, but I'll at least show you this. Another still in the shrink wrap, brand new classical album. Michael Feinstein, Pure Gershwin, which I just, this is just wonderful. Look at this. This is Goodwill, 99 cents. And then here we go, the legendary Andres Segovia playing the Spanish guitar. I love Spanish guitar, man. It is some of the most beautiful music, man, in the world. Spanish guitar, I love it. And then another Michael Feinstein. Look at that, how beautiful that is. Never opened. These are all brand new, still sealed in the shrink wrap. Algonquin, live at the Algonquin. I don't know. I'm probably butchering it. It's what it is. It's record store day. Brother Brian had a fucking great time today. I blew my budget, but I got my records, and it's just been wonderful. I hope you guys are doing good today, man. Brother Brian's out of here, man. Peace.